Welcome, in front of me is a OPPO Find X9 Pro, and today I'll show you how you can enable power saving mode on this device. Now, apart from enabling, I'm going to also go over a little bit more info about it, so let's just jump straight into it. I'm going to begin by pulling down our toggles, by swiping down from the top right side of the screen, and then finding the power saving mode, which for me it is added by default and it's visible right here. Now if you don't see it, you can add it yourself by clicking right here on this pencil and then selecting the plus button right here and simply tapping on your power saving mode once you find it somewhere here in the list. So for instance, we do also have the super power saving mode. We can click on that to add it. Anyway, I'm now going to click on done right here to save this, and you can see it's now added. But you actually don't need to add the super power saving mode, as we also can access it through this button anyway. Before we turn on our power saving mode, hold this button, which will take us to the settings for battery. Now it's already set in the high performance mode. We're gonna select this. Balance. There we go. For some reason, OPPO, Vivo, and OnePlus just have the same UI, but one of the other brands has the balance mode in the middle, while this one does not. Anyway, so we have balance mode. This is the normal mode, basically, the one that you will have enabled by default. And I do want to point out one thing. As you can see, the power differences here aren't that great. We're looking at a close to fully charged device right now. 78% to be precise, and with that percentage we are supposedly in balance mode going to get just a little over 25 hours. Now with that in mind, with the power saving mode we get 27 hours, and with the ultra battery saver we get 29 hours. So the reason I'm pointing that out is because of the sheer stupid amount of battery that this device has. These power saving modes are not really changing or giving you that much more battery life in general. Out of 25 hours on a normal mode to super power saving mode giving you only 4 hours more, that is not much. In certain devices, when you go from normal 2 powers to this kind of mode, the super power saving mode, you will get literally like a day extra, not just a measly 4 hours. And I'm referring to devices that don't have 7,000 milliamp hour battery like this one does. So much smaller battery, and yet it gets you much better result. I don't know why it's so minuscule in terms of effect, the power saving mode right here, but I do want to kind of put that out there just because certain things that will change might affect you in a way that you just don't like, or the power saving mode specifically might work in a way that is not very optimal for you. I will talk about that in a moment. While not really giving you that much more battery life, specifically when you go from balance to normal power saving mode, you get like what, 2 hours of extra battery life? That's nothing. So yeah, now so these are the power saving modes. Now we don't really have much info here, do we? Power saving settings, there we go, we do. So we have power saving settings right here, which allows us to just a little bit optimize this a bit more. So you can tap on details right here and read exactly what will be changed right here with each one of these. So screen display, so reduce screen brightness, change screen refresh rate to 60, timeout to 15 seconds, edge lighting off, image sharpening off, video color boost off, basically fake HDR off. Then we have other things like disable haptic feedback and so on and so on. You can read this, all of this. Some of the most important things here aren't really are just kind of glanced over in a way that you might not really understand what it actually does, and those would be things like optimize system resources, limit background activity, disable lock for recent apps, and disable background sync. That last one is the worst one of every option here. Now you might not really care about this, but some people will rely on this being enabled. So what this last option is, the background sync, it refers to application connecting to network to check if it's supposed to notify you about some new messages, as an example. Things like Spotify, what am I saying, Spotify, why am I? Things like emails, WhatsApp messages, I don't know, some kind of messenger from Facebook, any kind of Facebook notifications, stuff like that. These all basically go poof. You don't get them as long as you don't check this yourself. So it is basically, or maybe not yourself, till you open this application. When you do, it should sync it. As you can see, disables background sync. So any application that is not right now open, but running, like for instance, Photos right now, is considered background. So each one of these applications just kind of, cool, maybe we got some kind of message, but I sure as shit won't be checking it, so you better do it yourself. That's basically the application's logic now. And it's done to preserve your battery, but as you probably can tell, it will affect how the device even notifies you about anything. So some people will rely on your notifications being delivered to you on time. This obviously will change that. Now, you might have the option to change this. Let's see, can we change this? Yes, we can. So as an example, with that option being turned on by default, and I don't think you have the option to really turn it off, you can find application in here. So for instance, I don't know, maybe you want to get notifications from Instagram. You can select allow background activity and allow. And when this is allowed, it will continuously check for updates from this application specifically to notify you about them even when power saving mode is enabled, kind of circumventing this problem that you might have. Now, with that in mind, we can close this up. Let's find the toggle. So obviously you just tap on this toggle whenever you want to enable your power saving mode. It gets you a quick message that battery saver will extend, but battery life will be extended, Jesus. Anyway, battery life will be extended, but system performance will be reduced and some functions will be disabled. Now, some is a very kind of vague term. So good that I went through that before. Now, also the don't show this again is checked on by default. So we're going to just click on turn on and voila. Now, one of the things that will also turn on is the dark mode, as it does consume a little bit less battery. So there we go, that's our power saving mode. Now this is the normal one that gets us like measly 4 hours extra life. The other one that gave us like, what was it, 6, 7 hours? 4 hours, great, 4 hours extra battery life. So it's 2 and 4 hours, okay, great. So I'm gonna turn that on, just so you can see how that looks like. For extra 4 hours of battery life, you get this, no wallpaper, basically as low as refresh rate as you can get, a couple applications, and yeah, that's about it. That's all you get. You also have priority in terms of battery right here, so it tells you how much time the battery will last, which that 4 hours here doesn't really look that appealing. Anyway, I'm gonna exit this. So there we go. That's about everything. So I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.